Gender stereotypes are all around us. Society socializes us as early as 2 years of age on what gender stereotypes are and who they apply to. Stereotypes of how female athletes should look, what they should wear when they are not competing, how they should act on or off the court and field, and even what sports they should or shouldn't play, all stem from societal gendered stereotypes. Now, gender stereotypes in collegiate athletics are harmful to all identities and gender orientations. But today I'm here to inform you about the prevalence of gender stereotypes towards female collegiate student athletes. Let's start with an example.
Breakfast geek, you mix your weeds with your mama's toe jam! Yeah! You bob for apples in the toilet, and you like it. You play ball like a girl! What did you say? You heard me. Tomorrow. Noon?
As funny as this clip is from the 1993 Sandlot movie, it demonstrates an age-long social issue of perpetuated negative gender stereotypes towards female athletes. Despite the age of this movie, society still uses microaggressions in athletics, such as the one I just played for you. Being a successful female student athlete contradicts a woman's prescribed societal gender role, and thus female athletes feel required to overcompensate for their stereotypically masculine behavior during their sport by acting in traditionally feminine ways off the court or field. Their behavior is often reinforced by our social institutions by how they choose to promote our female student athletes, such as requiring them to wear makeup when taking action shots for our media. Even by acting in such ways, these young women experience negative mental fallout. Sport is a thriving institution that creates and fortifies hegemonic masculinity in the U.S. and tries to emphasize femininity in female athletes. Female student athletes in collegiate sport are heterosexualized by emphasizing their relationship with men and focusing on their outward appearance when using them for promotional activities and events. Let's face the facts. When these athletes and sports are being promoted, it often encompasses gendered stereotypes and negative labels that can be detrimental to one's mental health. About 30% of female student athletes show signs of depression, compared to just 18% of their male counterparts. No one wants their daughter, sister, or friend to be negatively impacted by the media to the point to where it affects their mental health and ultimately their ability to perform in their sport. Trust me, I've been there. So, depression, body image ideals, and a ruthless media mixed together sounds like a recipe for disaster. And it is. According to the National Eating Disorders Association, serious mental health issues plague 12% of the population. Furthermore, the NCAA's own data states that heart problems for women are often the results of eating disorders, and suicide is the second leading cause of death among student athletes. Being students at the University of Colorado, you should all be aware of how society has been impacted by suicide in our sports programs. In sports, the private issue of a woman's body image becomes public. One example comes from Dartmouth volleyball player Alexandra Schoenberger, who was hooked up to a machine to track her body fat percentage by her trainers. This sounds equivalent to the jiggle test. Similarly, our health and wellness teams here at CU perform body composition exams twice a year on the student athletes competing. Our volleyball team calls it the jiggle test. We can make a change. You can work to change gender stereotypes impacting our student athletes. I challenge you to question others when they enforce these gendered stereotypes and refrain from using them yourselves, such as the one that I played in the Sandlot. Let's be a part of a culture that embraces individuality and supports mental health in athletics. Need help? Call 1-800-273-8255